la puerta, ¿cómo te irás? Con tus manos en tu cabeza o en el gatillo de tu alma, cuando entra la policía.
Okay, so I'm here in El Centro Cultural de Mexico in Santa Ana with some of the Barrio Writers.
I started writing when I was 11 or 12, and so I use my word as a form of resistance, or my poetry as a form of resistance to speak about our struggle and to outreach others about the conditions that we face as undocumented youth or undocumented students.
This is a letter to the president. This is a letter to the king. Malcolm Obama, I still have a dream. This is a letter to the president. This is a letter to the king. Malcolm Obama, I still have a dream. Sometimes I want to give up, feel like I'm lost in the legal maze. That's when I close my eyes and I see my mother's face. Because she risked her life for me to see some better days. I'm just asking for my basic human rights, freedom, and education. The right to live in peace and contribute to this nation.
See, this is a continuation of a movement that started even before the Civil Rights Movement, but that led to the Civil Rights Movement with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and others. Maybe it's no longer just about civil rights, it's about human rights. We're constantly writing, always trying to tell the world or share with others, or even with ourselves, or learning to kind of express what sometimes we cannot say to ourselves or say to others in poetry. So I think poetry and artistic expression is so important because it allows us that space to speak the silences that many others carry with themselves, and it gives us a voice to project our aspirations, our pains, and our dreams.
I just admire the community writing, the community engagement, and Barrio Writers has been really just a really great support for me, and really great support for everybody, because I admire a lot of writers, young writers, that go through the program. Some of the other workshops, we have authors come in, local authors come in and talk to the youth as well and share their writing. And to me, writing is very important because it keeps me sane. I wouldn't function if I didn't write, whether it's taking a note down, whether it's chismeando on a journal, or I write my thoughts during the bus ride.
This would be really good for some of our teens, because a lot of the times they don't have a voice. And I remember when I grew up, I didn't have any of this. We didn't have El Centro, we didn't have Barrio Writers. We were still dealing with a lot of racism, even though it's still very alive today, and we weren't allowed to speak Spanish. These kids are an extension of what I wish I would have done. So that's why it's very personal at the same time. And so my daughter is here present. I went to a workshop that an author, Elvia Trevino, who wrote Barefoot Heart. And the one thing that I walked away from that workshop and that I always carry is that she said, our story is a gift. If you don't tell your story, you're not giving a gift to the world.
I'm confused, not knowing which way to go. One leads to a mountain, the other towards a calm road. Taking the first step, my line no longer halts. What awaits? Well, who knows? Today, I'm on a mountain, far from its peak. Last night, I dreamt of falling from beneath. Not afraid of changes, simply me.
I haven't been writing that long. I've been writing since late high school. Barrio Writers is it's a great program. When I first went there, I thought it was going to be more of a smaller program, like a couple 10, 15 kids. And I walk into the Cal State Fullerton area and I'm just like, man, there's almost 30 kids, almost twice as many what I thought, maybe 40 kids. And it was just really cool to see everyone come together. And Barrio actually means neighborhood, so neighborhood, all these neighborhoods from Southern California coming together and actually coming to write and actually share stuff. And like as I said earlier, is at first people didn't want to write. All the kids were like, man, why are we here? Everybody's joking around. What they all presented at the very end of Barrio Writers is just amazing. It's like I didn't really expect that, but the stories that people have, they touch your heart, and you know, they really get you feeling, and it does inspire you.
It's a calm, steady sound. There's someone else around. There's someone who wants to keep you. We were up all night, driving back home.
I had a chance to express myself, and since I have like so many stories to tell, that I would like to come back again to show people like what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've experienced in my life.
Organizing, writing, arts, anything has no age. It's never too late to start.